I got to give ESPN credit. On the same day that they had that worthless Tom Brady interview that we talked about yesterday, that included no questions about any of the stuff in Miami, about any of the friction with Bruce Arians, about whether or not Tom Brady had any role directly or indirectly in Arians disappearing 17 days after Tom Brady unretires. Nothing about why Brady retired in the first place, because his dad tried to blame it on ESPN. Well, they reported he was retiring, so he had no choice but to retire or something like that.
That was hilarious.
None of that is in this interview. On the same day, ESPN finally writes a story about the chatter linking Tom Brady to Miami, and it went down the various paths.
It did. I saw
our report. I was blown away.
It was
blown away.
It says he's got some questions to answer, right, or whatever.
Well, but the bottom line is they had to address it because yesterday, General Manager Jason Licht answered some questions about the Tom Brady chatter involving the Miami Dolphins. Let's have a listen to the question and the answer that was posed to Buccaneers GM Jason Licht.
Jason, there's been a lot of chatter about Tom joining the Miami Dolphins next year as a part owner. Given that it's out there, has there been any effort on the organization's part to maybe offer Tom something to kind of seal him with you guys for the future?
No, we haven't had those discussions. So the only discussions that we've had with Tom is when he came back, and we're excited about this year, and we're excited to get going.
What do you make of all that chatter? I mean, I asked you a similar question about the reports about the perceived friction between Bruce and Tom, but what do you make about all those rumors about him, possibly joining the Dolphins with Sean Payton and taking an ownership role with them? What do you make of all that?
I make of it, it's chatter, just like you said. So we're focused on putting our team together here with the draft, and we're all excited. We're all in lockstep here. Tom, Todd, myself, Byron, entire coaching staff on this season.
Just this casual effort to downplay reporting that has been done with clear voices, not rumors, backed up by facts. That irritates me when I hear questions that just kind of have that subtle attitude that it's all BS or it's all rumor, it's all being no, it's all real. And Jason Licht knows it's real. You saw the smile on his face. I just regard it as chatter. Look, his only play at this point, Tom Brady's only play at this point, is to forget all of it. Everyone's on the same page for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2022. They're trying to win a Super Bowl. There's a mutual benefit to the team and Tom Brady if they do that. Jason Licht benefits if they do that. Tunnel vision, laser focus, 2022, serenity now, forget about Miami. Miami will take care of itself next year if it does. But it was real. And now they're trying to turn the page on it because what else are they going to do? They're not going to talk about it. They're not going to legitimize it. They're not going to create a distraction for themselves, especially because it has the potential to distract them regarding what happens after this season ends. But we all know that every NFL team and every NFL season now is a self-contained unit, and there are going to be fundamental changes to the team after that season ends. So the only way you can survive and thrive in the NFL is to focus on this season, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
We're walling off anything else that happened before or will happen in the future. We're focusing on this season. So Light handled it the way he should have.
Yeah, he did. Definitely did. I mean, handled it like a professional. Yeah, they don't want to open Pandora's box of, wait, again, Brady came back, Bruce Arians, wait, what the hell happened there? All of those issues, questions, that can be a distraction for the locker room if that gets out of hand. And then, of course, the Miami stuff can be a distraction too, because you're going to have guys that are going to look in the locker room and people in the organization and coaches are going to go, did Tom Brady, does he really want to be here? Did he really want to be here? Did he come here by default? So they're trying to end that to, like you're talking about, not put a dead spot or whatever I want to say, take the air out of the 2022 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You're right. They're trying to keep that momentum going, things positive, vibes positive. Let's go forward. Oh, wait, that quarterback that didn't want to be on our team and most likely looks like got our head coach out of here to come back. Oh, what are you talking about? He's all in all the time. What are you talking about? It's Tampa Bay. We're just moving forward with this team. Yeah, so of course, because those are distracting issues for sure.
The other thing, too, I mean, look, what happened last year, and before we get to that, look at this. Look at this tweet. As we learn more about Tom Brady's power play to leave the Bucs, then pushing Bruce Arians out the door, him smiling in the front row of BA's retirement presser is the most diabolical moment in NFL history. Yeah, I don't know that I'll go that far, but it is funny. I think back to the Bruce Arians retirement press conference for a variety of reasons, but one of them is that just this presumption that because Tom Brady is there, it must mean that there was no friction, and it must mean that everything's fine, and it must mean, I mean, come on, people, how naive are we? Of course he's going to show up. As I said at the time, plenty of people show up to the funerals of people they hated. That's just the way the world works. Sometimes you do what you have to do to keep up appearances.
Yeah, that's the only play there. I mean, because if he's not there or a part of that, then we're definitely going, well, Brady, of course he forced him out. He doesn't even care about the guy. He's not even there. This kind of takes it head on, and he can act like, well, what do you mean? I was here. I'm supporting him. I said all the things. So he can play that angle, right? It gives the people who want to just buy into anything Brady says, it gives them the chance to just go, oh, look, there he goes. Oh, look, Sean Payton said that. There we go. We're good. We're good. Brady really wanted to be here. We're happy. Yep. Okay. Sure.
What I was saying, though, before that, Miami already went through a full season, or actually half of a season, where Deshaun Watson hovered over the team and distracted the team, and they don't want to have this Tom Brady stuff hovering over Tua Tagovailoa. Although, again, I think to the extent he internalizes that perception that they don't want him, and maybe Mike McDaniel will use that to draw the best out of Tua. You always, Tom Brady's coming next year. He'll find a way, the right way, to mention it just at the right time to get Tua more locked in. Remember last year when Tua admitted that as a rookie he didn't know the 2-minute package as well as he should. He didn't know the audibles as well as he should, and that was one of the reasons why Ryan Fitzpatrick would replace him from time to time. I just think Mike McDaniel will have the right touch to use the Tom Brady chatter to get Tua to just push himself to be a little bit more than whatever he's been.
I think he'll have the right touch. I don't know if Tom Brady chatter is the right way to do it. From everything we've heard, seems like all optics look like Tua's a little sensitive, and you can't do that. He's going to have to build him up first and get him some real confidence in himself, at least the way it looks to me, in the fact of do that first. Then maybe we can throw some cracks about Tom Brady because you're playing good and we got something positive there. But, by all due accounts, all these issues have really affected Tua. You talk to anybody that's got any knowledge of that situation around there, it's a real thing. So this is, I think, going to be, all about massaging Tua, building him up, and then maybe he starts to throw a few daggers and Brady in there when he gets them there.
Something I've mentioned in the past, but we've never really reported because I was never able to completely confirm it, but this is a looser format and we can talk about things. I remember hearing last year, remember when he wasn't voted a captain? Yeah. And people were like, what the hell? I heard he was voted a captain and he turned it down because of just everything that was going on. Like, this team doesn't really believe in me. Like, the team doesn't really believe in me. I don't care if the players do. I'm not wearing that C. Wow. And it was all the that was when all the Deshaun Watson stuff was really, because remember, right before the season, that's when out of the blue came this idea that the Dolphins are going to trade for him right now. Right. So it all happened around that. By the way, I'm getting word from the control room that we have found photographic evidence of someone showing up at the funeral of someone they hate.
Yeah, there he is. Look.
There it is.
Boom, I'm there.
The ghost of funeral future.
Rodgers is there. I'm really there. And I'm not even there from you. I'm just there to get close to Rodgers a little bit. I don't even care about you.
Here's what I can't figure out. If the people are assembled for the prayer service, why would I already be in the ground with the dirt on top of me? I think we need to get this factually accurate if we're going to continue to use it. That is a scene from after everyone has left we're
site. Taking pictures. It's peace out. Look at him. He's out of here. It's the best he's ever looked. We're out of here.
You ass. One more clip from Jason Licht yesterday regarding the input that he may or may not be getting currently from Tom Brady with the draft only 8 days away.
I know that you guys, you bounce things off of Tom when it's free agents or offensive, players coming in. Do you even go over any of the wide receivers or anything like that with Tom, or does he stay away from the draft?
No, he stays away. He trusts us. That's just not in his nature anyway.
It's not in his nature. Come on. He's handpicked all the veterans they've signed over the last 2 years. I guess he doesn't care about the rookies because they're not going to matter. By the time they do anything, I'm done. I'm gone. I'm in Miami or somewhere else. But he has been heavily involved in the recruiting and the selling and the signing of free agents, the draft stuff. And I think that he understands that to truly distinguish between college football players, you can't just barnstorm in. You really have to put the work in. You got to study film.
Yeah.
You got to do research. He knows guys in the league. He does not know guys not in the league. He's not equipped to do it. He's got to defer to others to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, he could do it. You're right, but it would take time and effort. You got to look at a bunch of them to get a feel for what guy is, what guy does right, wrong. What's the pecking order and all of that. That's what it takes into the evaluating. I don't imagine him doing that, but yes, guys in the NFL got great feel for. You watch his film of everything, anyways. He crosses over, sees guys that way, and I do think he'd be the type of guy too that once they get a draft pick, and if they do have a receiver or two or a tight end, he is the kind of guy that I think will watch some film and look at it and go, ooh, you know what I noticed? He does this well on film. He does this well on film. We should try these type of things with him. He loves football. There's no question about that.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.